Hey guys, today I am doing part 3 of a 4-part series about reducing toxicity in our lives. Specifically, this series is for women, so once again, for girls only, especially this talk, I'm talking a little bit more specifically about our menstrual cycles, so guys probably don't want to watch unless you're going to soak it up and explain it to the women around you who might be searching for answers and a healthier lifestyle. There's 2 parts to today's message. The first part is stop using tampons. Second part is what you can do instead of using a tampon. So I just wanted to explain myself a little bit on the tampon issue because I was the queen of tampons. I started using a tampon the first day I got my period, and every single day after that, I used tampons because I was really athletic and I liked to play sports, and I also hate blood. So I really liked using tampons. The problem is that we just don't know where they come from. We don't know enough about them. The materials they use are often not high quality, they're not organic, they're not healthy, and yet we care a lot about what we put into our body with what we eat, but we're not caring about what we put into our body in other orifices, which is radical to me because those other orifices that we need to be concerned about are our skin and especially our vagina. Therefore, when you have a tampon in there and that is, first of all, absorbing your blood, which is supposed to be coming out and supposed to be eliminated. Now it's absorbing that, and every toxin, not only in the tampon but also in your blood, is being reabsorbed back into your body and goes straight into your bloodstream, which is super problematic because, for example, when we eat food, our bodies also absorb toxins, but it goes through a little bit of a filtering process. But when we absorb toxins through our vaginal walls, we are absorbing toxins without a filtering process, and that can be problematic. The ingredients in tampons can be dangerous, especially if you don't know where they're coming from. The companies that make tampons and pads do not have to write the ingredients that they use to make the tampon or pad. So you run into having bleach used, you have chlorine in there, you often have formaldehyde, which is a known carcinogen. Some places will say that they find asbestos and dioxin in tampons. You just never quite can be sure where you're getting from because, like I said, they don't have to say what's in their ingredients because it's not considered a internal medical food that you're taking in. You're just putting it into your body and taking it out. So why do we care what it's made of? Well, we should care what it's made of. Cotton is a very huge industry for GMO, genetically modified organisms. So you're probably using tampons and pads that are GMO. And it's known that the effects of the pads and tampons can cause abnormal tissue growth, it can cause abnormal cell growth, it can suppress our immune system. And furthermore, something that is well known and well documented and oftentimes on the packaging of your feminine hygiene products is toxic shock syndrome. Toxic shock syndrome is caused by a bacteria of the tampon being held in place, being with all that blood and all those toxins in that same area for too long of a time. So one of the ways they say that you can prevent it is to not wear a tampon too long. But even so, if wearing a tampon at all can potentially cause toxic shock syndrome, not something that I'm super interested in. An average woman uses about 17,000 to 25,000 tampons in her lifetime. That means that you're spending about 2,000 to 3,000 on feminine hygiene products in your lifetime. And 2,000 to 3,000 is a lot for tampons, for taking care of your menstrual cycle. You can save a lot of money. You can save a lot of trouble with your health if you use an alternative method. And now there are many alternative methods and many brand names, but today I'm talking about the Diva Cup. I find this super handy. It took me about a year to actually order one and try it because the idea of collecting my blood, for lack of better words, sounded horrible. I finally tried it and I am really impressed. It's easy to handle. So it's real quick demonstration. You can pinch it down, you put it in your vagina, it pops open, it holds your vaginal wall, the muscles in there hold it, and it collects the blood, and when you're done, you just squeeze down here and pull it out. And it comes out, and yes, it's full of blood, which is gross, I'll admit that. But you just dump it out, rinse it out, put it back in. And the thing that's awesome is you only have to change this like every 12 hours. So it can be in there a lot longer because the blood that's being collected in the Diva Cup is separated from your vaginal walls. Aren't reabsorbing any toxins. They're not sitting where bacteria can grow. I often end up changing them more than every 12 hours, but I love that I have the option to leave it in there for 12 hours. You can leave it in longer, you can sleep with it in. It cost me $30 for the Diva Cup, and I've been using the same one for the last 5 months. So that has saved me a lot of money. They're eco-friendly. I'm not putting all the trash of tampons and pads to be in landfills. But when I travel someplace, first of all, I don't like carrying a purse. So I never carry a purse except for that time of the month. But now this is inside me literally, so I don't have to bring anything. It's practical and it's also a lot better for my health. I'm reducing toxins. I don't get cramps as bad. When your blood or your menstrual cycle, any of that is held in the same place, you're not getting oxygen flow, you're not getting any air flow. It's drying out the walls of your vagina, and all of that can lead to cramping that is really painful. Basically, you can reduce toxicity, you can be healthier, you can be more eco-friendly, and you can save money, all by nixing the tampons and using a Diva Cup. So I am sold. It's healthy to get your period. So I didn't even focus on the fact that there are women who stop their period from coming altogether, and they're probably like, psh, I don't need a tampon, I don't need a Diva Cup because I don't get a period. That's not healthy. So if you want to get more into that, or if you want to ask any questions about that, we can definitely delve into that in another video. But just to quickly tell you, our menstrual cycles are a healthy part of being a female. They're supposed to come every month. You shouldn't be taking a pill to change that. You shouldn't be eating less to change that. You shouldn't be working out too much that changes that. You should be getting your period every month. And once again, this was another part 3 of reducing toxicity in your life and using the Diva Cup. So if you have any questions, comment below. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, you can subscribe to my channel to get more videos on health and abundant living. And once again, this is just another small step you can take toward living a healthier and more abundant life.